I'm not going to keep you guys waiting. This is an insane update here. Since the launch of Sanctifying Elixir, we have closely monitored all feedback about the resource. To provide better level up experience for you, we will optimize the mechanics of Sanctifying Elixir from version 5.5 onwards. Starting from version 5.5, when using Sanctifying Elixir to define artifacts, the defined minor affixes will be guaranteed to receive at least 2 enhancements when enhanced to level 20, thus improving your character building efficiency. To basically put that in very simple terms, if you make EM Sands with crit rate, crit damage, you have 2 guaranteed rolls into crit rate and crit damage. Now, it says when enhanced to level 20. So I wonder if you level it up more and you don't get 2, does it alter and go backwards and be like, no, you get your 2, and it takes away like an HP roll? Because if it takes away a roll from something that's good, like attack percent or something, that could end up being bad, right? Because like you have Mavuika, let's say you get a divine, EM Sands that has crit rate, crit damage, and then attack percent and flat attack, and it's like, oh my god, it's so good. And then it turns around and it's like, attack percent rolls? No, you wanted crit rate and crit damage rolls, so I got you. And it leaves all the flat attack rolls that you had. It's a little weird. We'll see what it looks like in game, but this is pretty massive. I felt like it was very much so needed to be, included in this video. And I do have a couple other things, but I mean, this is only version 5.5, so even after Mizuki's out, that's not great. And then also one thing that I will talk about is Mizuki is a standard character. Do not summon for her. I just have to recommend that. Mizuki is a character who is standard. It's as simple as that. You're gonna get Mizuki from other types of, banners, right? You're gonna summon for Arlecchino, you're gonna get Mizuki, basically. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't recommend people summon for Mizuki because she's gonna be there. You're gonna be able to get her guaranteed during the anniversary, which, by the time she comes out, I mean, it'll be the second month. You'll be, in 10 months, guys, just wait 10 months and you have a guaranteed Mizuki if you don't pull her within that 10 months, right? So I can't recommend people to summon on Mizuki unless she's completely busted and there's the actual reason to, use her and have her on your account. Then yeah, sure, maybe you want to get Mizuki. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Well, it could be the case, right? It very much so could be. But I don't know, really. Along with Mizuki, Sigewinne will be getting a rerun, which is, Sigewinne. She's alright. She's good-ish. Not really usable. She's not a best in slot for anybody's teams, but it's up to you whether you want to summon for her. Maybe you like the character. I mean, she's cute. I mean, I'll give you that. She's a cute little creature. I don't know. I think she's not a, human. I think she's like one of those Illumise or whatever. I don't know what the name is. But she is one of those things. And she's cute. There's no denying it. If you deny that she's cute, then you're just an idiot. All right, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you don't think that Sigewinne is cute, you're dumb. All right, and also seek help because you need therapy or something because you shouldn't be that depressed. But beyond Sigewinne, we have Wriothesley getting his rerun, which is so good. It has been probably near 16 months since the guy is getting a rerun, right? So his first rerun, finally, 16 months later, he's getting it. So I think very, very good, honestly, from Wriothesley. He does have a new best in slot partner, which I would say is Mavuika, because you don't have to rely on Shangling's energy, right? You go ahead, you have Mavuika, Bennett, and then whoever else you want on the team. I think Shilonen is a good fit. You could try Kazuo, it would be a little hard, but you could. So yeah, I mean, it's a really good team. I do think that it's a very fun team. So it's been quite a while since I had C0 Wriothesley, but, he was kind of mid when he came out. But honestly, the dude hasn't gotten a rerun. It's not like I can tell you to save. If Wriothesley's a character that you like and you feel like you would enjoy using him, and you're not someone who really, relies on a character being good to have fun with them, then feel free to summon for Wriothesley. So yeah, Wriothesley's there. Then we also do have Furina, as you've been seeing on the, page, right? Furina is a character, the best support character in the game still. I mean, there's no way that I can tell you that she's a bad character to summon for. Sure, she's not best in slot anymore due to Seatlali's release for Pyro characters, but generally, if you're a Hutao main, that's definitely a good slot for you. But, Arlecchino plus Mavuika can still use Furina, right? And then also every other character in the game basically can use Furina. So Furina's still number one support in the game. And I was about to say DPS. Not that. That would yeah, it's a little debatable. You know, you might have some crazy Furina DPS builds. I mean, she certainly probably does more damage than Eula does on like most players' accounts, because I mean, in the past like 2 years, I've probably used Eula 2 or 3 times, and I use Furina all the time. So that's a couple million, or not even a couple million. She's got to be doing like 30 million damage over the course of me using her. She does so much. She's in so many teams that I make, but you know, 30 million damage versus like maybe Eula's like 1 million damage rotation. Not that great. You know, you could sort of understand. But no. But being serious, Furina is just a great character. I love her. And she's very usable, I do think. So, now let's get back into the, you know, changes here, which are not that crazy, but, you know, they're all right. You know, the massive changes will be referring to the Sanctifying Elixir, because it is genuinely a massive change. You know, and you basically, it's a change to the way that they're doing the level up guides, which I think does work, right? I do think that, oh yeah, if I want to get a character to level 50, right? I like raising characters to level 70 right now. So like, you know, it tells you, oh, from level 70 to 90, this is what you need, right? Honestly, I feel like they could specify a little better how much XP you need, right? So yeah, I feel like they could specify how much XP you need, and maybe go ahead and be like, oh, well, you need, you know, X amount of red books to, you know, get 2 million XP, or you need X amount of purple books to get 2 million XP, and they can sort of change depending on what you actually have in your inventory right now, because like, oh, you only need 1 million XP, here's the purple books version, or here's the red books version. Or maybe just convert them to XP and just say how much XP you need. It might be a little confusing for newer players, but I think people would learn. And then also the more definitely should be said here. Just from looking at it, the more definitely needs to be said. Other than that, the rest of the stuff, you know, like you see how it has, you know, 60 right there, 6, 24, basically what it should do for more in XP books. You can actually see artifacts, weapons. Like, I don't use this feature a lot because I honestly don't know how to use it. I genuinely don't. There's no reason for me to. But yeah, all-around display of level up materials. So this is also good. You can tag, it sort of tags, you know, materials like, oh, you know, this is something for a character that you want to raise, so, you know, you should check it out. You should use it, right? And then also, they mentioned in the live stream some commonly used interfaces. You know, we'll start displaying resin. Not a big change, but it is a thoughtful change, I would say. And you can see here that it displays like, oh, you have X amount of 8, right? So it can tell you, oh, you need to keep doing some more Abyss runs. And it'll tell you, like, target achieved, target not achieved, right? It's pretty good. I do wish they showed you, like, the target achieved here, because if it doesn't show up, like, if it doesn't show up here, I feel like you're probably not going to see it a lot. It might not be, it might just be like this. But yeah. Now, this is actually a good one. It's going to display the higher rarity easier. So instead of having to, you know, scroll and get, you know, to see the higher rarity stuff, you can actually just go ahead and see it right there. And I think that is definitely an improvement. It should have been day one, honestly. But hey, it's better late than never, honestly, to have this kind of stuff. It wasn't a huge issue either, but certainly was, you know, the common way of doing it, I feel like. So they're also adding the, you know, thumbs up feature that they have on artifacts to weapons. It's not like crazy, but it's a feature I'm not really, like, I honestly don't really like this, because half the time it'll select like, oh yeah, use selected attributes, and then you just don't want that. I mean, it doesn't seem to have that here, but you will be able to sort by like, oh, weapons that have crit rate, you know, crit damage, crit attack percent, right? It's good, it's good. And then we also do have a decent tool, right? You know, auto add refinement tool. It's nice, it's nice. You know, we could have rank 1 and then you go all the way up to rank 4. It's good, you know, just simply, you know, go ahead, auto add them. I mean, it's not like you would use them for anything else. Don't know who has 3 of these laying around and didn't go for a 5th. You know, do what you do. Now, this is actually kind of a huge thing, because this is a decent update, because honestly, it has been getting very hard to find certain characters, right? Because a lot of characters have like white hair, right? And then, you know, like there's not much thing besides a headshot. You can't really like quickly, oh, scrolling through, oh yeah, that's that one, right? Certain characters you still can do that, but being able to say, hey, I only want to see my Hydra characters will be super fine and super needed. Now, Furina Teapot is getting an update. You'll just be able to, you know, make realm layouts, create furnishings, and, you know, buy stuff anywhere basically. So it's all right. And then we're back to where we started here. So yeah, honestly, seeming like a good update. I mean, this will only be in 5.5, but this is all 5.4. So all this stuff is coming in 5.4. Good. And then, you know, they have informed us that they're going to be doing this in 5.5. I don't necessarily know why they're doing that in 5.5, The only thing that I can think of is that they may be adding another artifact set in 5.5. It's been quite a bit since we've gotten one. Or it's also, possibly that they're, revamping how we get, Sanctifying Elixir also in 5.5. And that'll be in the dev notes for 5.5. But I don't really get why they're saying this now. We'll see. It also could be that they don't have any other updates for 5.5. It's very possible. I feel like there are a couple updates they could still do for 5.5, maybe, just maybe that's holding out hope too much, but I think it's plausible. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy the video. If you really enjoyed the video, consider becoming a member. $5 a month, you get access to, videos early, basically 8 hours early generally. And then also there will be a few member exclusive videos per version update. It'll basically do all the events, right? My first reaction to these 3 bosses is in a members only video that you can go ahead. It's like 30 minutes long, I think. So it's some good content. I will be uploading more stuff like that for members. So if you want to become a member, feel free to go become a member. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.